Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 4. In the last episode, I built the walls here in the base, rebuilt the concrete converter here at the industrial district because the old one kept blowing up, created a completely white map, and also started selling season passes for the piston bolt system, and we have sold one. Woo! Today, in this episode, I am going to be building a Wither Rose farm. The same design I think I built last season. Well, I know I built it last season, I just can't remember if I built it before that. And I don't know if I did, because I don't think I needed Wither Roses before last season. Seeing as to build the Wither Rose farm, well, you don't have to be, but we are going to be in the end, considering that, well, our Wither Rose farm involves killing Endermen with a Wither, which I just realized I don't have. As I was saying, Wither kills Endermen. Anyhow, obviously, to get to the end, we have to go through Jared Cool's base here, and he has actually done a bit of work here on the station, finally. It's only been like 2-3 months since I built the station, and he's finally decorated the tunnel out here. I think he also has worked on a rail line that goes over to the end portal as well. It's kind of nighttime right now. Let me fix that. Alright then, let's see if this actually goes there, or if I'm just going to waste my time. Which, looks like it's going to be a waste of time, considering that there's no second half to this railway. It's just, this half. Although this half looks fairly complete, so I'm sure it'll be fine. He says. Alright, I have found an end gateway here, and I believe there's actually, yep, another end gateway right there, which is interesting. So, anyhow, step one in the process of making this end gateway here into a wither cage, because if you don't know, what we're doing is we're making a wither cage out of this end gateway. I think you go out to there. Hold up a second. Yes, I was right. So anyhow, you place 3 blocks of dirt. Oh, hello. Out in one direction on the top and bottom. Then you place a red mushroom there, and then you get some bone meal. In this case, I have to craft a little bit. And then you bone meal the heck out of this mushroom until it grows. At some point. Let's see. No, this is gonna be easier. Ah, like that, and boom! The gateway itself is gone, but the bedrock remains, and thus this is now a perfect wither cage. So anyhow, let's hop into a time lapse of the rest of the construction. Construction of the Wither Rose farm, that's what this thing, it's technically an Enderman farm, yeah. Construction of this thing has completed, and when I was actually putting in the chickens in this thing here, I actually got 4 of them, which is like insanely lucky, as you know. But yeah, I had a few doubts about this, but, I got a, perfect. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to do much spawn creating down here, but yeah, weird. Thailand. Yeah, they were talking about how they heard the wither sound from when I spawned the wither, because Jared Cool just joined. So, a couple things that still need to be done with this farm. First of all, obviously there needs to be a storage system. Right now, it's just a couple hoppers. But hey, we already got a couple wither roses, so that's great. Other than that, we kind of need an AFK platform. Oh, frick. Okay, good. I didn't aggro that guy. They're just being aggroed by this. Phew. I was almost real bad. But yeah, I need an AFK platform. So anyhow, I know it's a little loud here, but yeah, let's get into, I guess, start with the storage system, as that's, I guess, more of a pressing matter. Storage system has been installed here. It obviously starts over here with the output of the farm, going into this auto dropper system. Goes over here to item source to filter out all the good stuff and leave all the ender pearls and overflow in the void. Ooh, like that. And of course, the actual source system itself. Down here, you've probably seen one of these a million times. It's like, what, 5 by 5, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 5. Alright. Next, on to the AFK platform. AFK platform has been installed. As you can see, the Endermen are running to the hole. And you know what that means? It's AFK time for like a night or something like that. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. If I remember. Alright guys, so Super Tylerman has gone AFK. So it's the perfect time for the maps. It's right here.
Right there.
Alright, well, item frames time.
Oh, do you want me to craft them?
I don't know. Yeah, you said you got the leather. Okay, we can steal wood from his tree farm. Alright, we should also get like a door. Oh, we also, we're gonna need to drop him into it, so the top one is gonna need to be redone. Hold up, so let's steal some wood from his tree farm, but also, let's get a door so that we can do the final one without letting him out. Door?
Oh, wait, you grab those?
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some sticks. Oh, so look at them, go center and hard.
Yeah. At least on the top blocks here, so like...
You got that there. Put that sign there.
Okay.
You can put the,
we need item frame. There's sticks. The crafting table's out there if you don't have it.
I have 2. You should have one more.
I don't have... Oh, I placed it down... Wait, where did that go? Did you pick it up?
I had 8. I placed 8 down.
Anyhow, doesn't matter.
It does.
Okay, I guess it does.
I only have 2 right now.
Right, place it. Okay. Just craft another one.
I was supposed to wear 6 for Tyler. Got that heal miss.
Actually, I have wood on me, but okay. I now have wood on me because I stole some from him.
Yes!
What?
Yes! Yes, 3 beehives. What the hell?
Okay. Just get here with the wood and all.
Just has randomly 3 beehives.
Yeah, alright. Place the last one in. We'll close all the doors. Alright. Get out. Put the map there. Close, close. Come out. Eh. I mean, those are... And then we'll seal this hole a little bit, I guess. Alright, then we just go drop him down and get out of here.
There we go. Just mine the block underneath him. Actually, we don't want to replace it, aren't we?
Well,
oh, I have some for something.
Alright.
He'll pick up the block, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, he did. Alright, and then we leave. Actually, let's just go into spectator mode just to see what this would look like from his point of view. Oh, I got into the uniforms. Oh, yep. Completely invisible. And yeah. Or completely white, even. Oh, there's a skeleton on the
now
cape.
his cape or his elytra just sticks out the door.
Yeah, you won't know that. Anyhow, yeah. Great prank, yeah? Alright, after overnight, the whole day of school, plus club that ran way too late at the end. Thanks, Wither. We have results here, which would be full. Entirely full. Alright. Yeah, alright. They're exactly as expected. Next up, we are going to venture into some form of, some may say, experimental technology that is, well, a little bit glitchy, some might say. Anyhow, check out this time lapse out. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is this? This here is an update suppressor. The job of this thing is to make the game think that or to prevent the game from fully processing block updates. That is the point of this machine here. Now, I'm not going to explain how exactly it works, because there are entire videos on YouTube dedicated to that. Here is a practical example. I've turned auto-saving off on the server just because if I don't do that, there is a potential for me to crash the game and cause critical corruption to critical game files. So obviously we don't want that. So saving off just kind of makes it so that if something does, we could also actually get into an update suppression loop when the game loads. This thing triggers, the whole thing crashes. I could actually turn this schematic off. Let's do that as well. All right, so turn that on. It's now active. I press this. The console now has a crap ton of stuff in it, but yeah, this is now armed. So in theory, I could put this scaffolding, right? Yeah, scaffolding into an illegal state right now by suppressing the block update of, well, this going up. So if I do this, as you can see, we're going to turn that back off there and do that. As you can see now, there is no bottom block to the scaffolding. It is, well, completely floating. And to prove this, I could relog, but I'm not gonna because that's a pain. But as you can see, I can still go up here, but the suspension up here hasn't updated yet to the fact that there is, in fact, not a block here. Now, it would update if, say, I did that, as you can see. So the block actually didn't exist, which is some of the crazy crap that you can do with an update suppressor like this. Now, before I actually get into the really interesting and kind of mind-boggling how does this glitch even work stuff that we are about to do with this device, I first think that it is probably a good idea to go and build the facade that I'm going to be having around this, because, yeah, I don't want this thing being exposed to the elements. A random lightning strike could completely end the world, or the season, I guess. So yeah, let's get to that. The facade has been completed with 0 time-lapse and annoying dimensions that I just had to kind of deal with, like extra wide segment between windows here in the center and extra wide little things there for, well, the size of the block. But hey, I didn't put a roof on this thing. And that's simply because I didn't have enough concrete or want to actually spend time doing that, worrying about slimes and all stuff. It'll remain over for now. So what we're going to be doing next is I believe we're going to be bringing an update line off of this here. And this is an update line, by the way. That's what this is. I'm going to bring this off to the side so that we can use this thing for, well, the exotic purposes that I have in mind, let's say. Update line has been put in, and I believe that's what I'm calling this thing. So now we are actually going to be all set to actually use this machine to do some fancy stuff that doesn't seem quite right. So, here is the setup. We have a hopper here, a trapdoor here that has a comparator placed on it, and the trapdoor is open. This thing is critical because it will crash the game if that one step there isn't done. Then we'll turn off saving just so that we don't kill anything. Turn the update suppressor on. Give it a whack so that I now can't read anything that happened prior in the console. Then go into this hopper here. And we have some items on the hotbar. The best example I think I could use right now is, sure, my baked potatoes. And that is slot 8. So I'll press 8 to move it there. The comparator there just popped. I just realized that this didn't work. Once again, we're going to open this trapdoor. And then we're going to go into this hopper. And we're going to push number 8 to move the item there. That time it felt a little bit different. This line is off now, which is incorrect. This isn't working. See? That is what can go wrong. Alright. We're back for attempt number 2 of that. After that, random and spectacular crash. I actually have No clue how I ended up crashing the server just by activating this device, considering there should be no block up or no non-player controlled updates. Anyhow, that didn't bring me down for long though. So I do that, push that. Okay, we didn't crash this time. Great. And this line has lit up. Let's try this again. I have 14 potatoes here. I'm gonna press the 8 key. It worked this time. Gosh dang it, thank you. This popped, these pistons activated, everything here, the server didn't crash, and when I now click on this hopper again, boom. I have 14 potatoes, which I realized I did, I guess, have before, and that didn't work. Why? Alright, attempt number 11D7 or something. The issue that time was those things also got out of sync when the server crashed, so, woo! Okay, we didn't crash. We also didn't cause a, server didn't crash, but it also didn't cause an update suppression there. Because I have decided to turn on the server monitor and actually look at it to see if it actually crashes correctly. And, yeah, it doesn't appear to be crashing. While this stuff all here gets reset, it's not actually producing results, which is kind of confusing me, as it should be working. And a way that you can actually tell it's working is when you hit this. It worked that time?! Well, you know, it didn't work because the game crashed. But what the heck is going on? I have finally got this to work, although I suppose I do need to do that, because I disconnected that just in case that was the issue. That was not the issue. I don't exactly know what the issue was, but I think the issue may have had something to do with one of the optimization mods I have on the server. Thankfully, another optimization mod I have on the server, Carpet Mod, has a fix for it, which is actually supposed to fix the game actually crashing from an event that would normally happen, but it just so happens to work for my situations. So everything will happen as I need it to happen now. It will work. So anyhow, place that comparator there, open the trapdoor, there's nothing in this hopper. We go over here, flick this lever, I think saving is turned off, right? Yeah, auto saving is not disabled. We punch that, I think that worked correctly. We're all ready to go, everything's primed, so I go in here, I press 8. That stuff all triggered. Oh yes, this is correct. I get the comparator, but I also don't get the comparator at the same time. And when I go back into here, I get a copy of the item. Or not actually a copy. I get the item that is in this hopper. As you can see, it does indeed work with itself. And I'm not doing video editing magic to do this, by the way. This is real. So, an interesting quirk about these linked items is that in order for them to be obviously working, they have to be both existing in the world at the exact same moment in time, because that's kind of how the glitch works. I have an idea in my head about how it works, but obviously they both have to exist in memory at the same time for them to be, well, considered the same item without the game realizing it's a mistake. And because of that, they both have to be within loaded chunks at all times. Which means that if we want to do this, we need to do a couple things. Although I think... Actually, I'm not exactly sure about this. Or about the whole loaded chunks at all thing. Maybe one of them has to be. I don't know. It's kind of confusing, like all of this is. It's very confusing. But anyhow, so that means that here I have set up some contraptions to be continuously refilling me for fireworks and food once I eventually get that done. I mean, you see, I'm kind of low on this stuff now. It would be nice to never worry about that stuff again, which is what I'm going to try to do here. But I have to, so therefore, I now have to chunk load this chunk in order to make sure that these items can automatically be refilled. So, yeah, obviously we have to use nether portals here, so I've got this nether portal, and I'm going to now set this up as a chunk loader. Chunk loader has been completed here. As you can see, it's a little bit more complicated than it maybe should have been, but I basically just use a rail duper here to infinitely supply this thing so I don't have to worry about it mysteriously getting rid of items. And so it'll just send stuff through the nether portal there, and then it eventually comes out, yep, right there. It's sent in, pops right out, and falls into lava so I don't have to deal with it. So yeah, that's the chunk loader. Now we can actually get into the actual making of the, or preparing the items to go into here. So yeah, I just gotta get a whole bunch of fireworks and food, I guess. So I'm gonna get on that. Alright, I have acquired all the resources. They're not in the shulker boxes because I've already loaded them into the chest. But I do have to create the shadow items, so hopefully I don't crash the server again. I've already turned saving off. Alright, everything's primed. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side, I guess. Alright, the items have been shadowed, which by the way is what the people who found out about this glitch call that. When you link items, they're called shadow items or shadow blocks. Something like that. Anyhow, that's where the word shadow in the thumbnail probably comes from. Anyhow, this one is fireworks. So, I'm gonna go... Also, you have to use the number keys to move stuff around. You can't just, like, normally do it in your inventory. So we do that. And then we do 8. And then... boom. Boom. Automatic refill. Yes! And I do actually have to put the stuff in a chest every time I want to log out, go AFK, blah, 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 as you know. And this stuff could possibly get unlinked, but hopefully that doesn't happen. But yes, items have been shadowed, and this is amazing. I no longer have to worry about refilling the stuff until that supply comes low, or I guess the server crashes again, because that's gonna happen. So, you know, save stuff, and then I guess I'll get a chest to yeah, store all my stuff in. But yeah, shadows and breaking the game and all that sort of stuff. Man, it's gonna be interesting if people who haven't watched this episode watch future episodes on this world and just see my rockets and stuff automatically refilling. They're probably gonna be very, very confused as to what's going on and think I'm using some crazy mod. And well, yes, I guess I am kind of using Carbon mod to do this. Still have absolutely no clue as to why I was my game was crashing when I was attempting to use this thing, because or guess why the server was crashing, because, well, here's the thing. It's like, it's not like the game, it's not like this thing wasn't working. I literally did use it before I added all this stuff on, so I don't know, like, what the heck went on there. Ooh, some of these rails are powered and some aren't. Anyhow, that's gonna be it for today. In the next episode, we will be using the wither roses to do what wither roses do best, which is make a wither skeleton farm. So don't miss that, coming in a week or so. But anyhow, I'm gonna have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the Discord linked in the description, and I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 4. Bye.